You're like a friend now. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it, my friend. We didn't put a dent in the street, though. There's still more out there. This is every day, you can say. And for 17 years, they're still out there.
A growing number of people in our communities are moved by the suffering of the stray animals they see every day in their streets and are trying to help.
And it's senseless. It's absolutely senseless. We have animals being bred. It makes me very upset to think that there are animals, cats, dogs, that are being bred when you can go out and get something as beautiful as this and as affectionate and as sensitive and just as intelligent. And these are the ones that are out there starving.
It just grew. It just grew. The more I took in, somehow the more there were to take in. People become allergic. They say, if you don't take this animal, we're going to dump it in the street. Am I going to leave the kittens to be born in the street, to be run over by cars, to get sick and die and live a miserable life in the street? I'll take them in. I mean, to me, it's a desperate need. I think educating the public is a great part of the solution. Making them realize they must spay these animals.
Okay, we'll try going around the block. There's a tremendous, tremendous amount of cats around here. I mean, the number's astronomical, okay? I don't know. There could be maybe 50, 60 cats on this lot alone. For this area, you know, the population is what keeps it going. The survival rate is horrendous, too. That doesn't mean that they're all surviving. Yeah. It just means that they're multiplying. That looks like he got hit by a car or something. Or sometimes what they'll do is when it's real cold, they'll hide underneath inside the car, underneath the manifold or the exhaust system, catalytic converter and stuff, and the car will drive off before they have a chance to get out, and they get trapped and they get banged around. It's not enough to kill them, but it is enough to damage and break legs and stuff. I'm thinking of taking her today because it was going to break my heart if I leave her here. I probably won't sleep tonight knowing that she's out here. Yeah, this one right here. Hi, Buster. I mean, this is a stray. He's been out here for about 2 years now. Anyway, you know, I heard he was out here even longer than 2 years. See, it's that left eye that's bad. Buster? 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 What a good boy he is. He's a good boy. He is. I was going to rename him Rambo because he's a survivor, but Buster was his first name, so we kept it Buster. Buster! 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 Hey! What's the matter? No, you don't have to come. Sit down. Relax. Take it easy. Yeah, he hurt his paw. All right, I know. It's a rough life, huh, kid? I know it. I know. You can see all his battle wounds. Look at this guy. Do you believe this dog? I mean, do you want more affection than this? This is a stray dog. These are 1,000,000-to-1 shots because I was feeding 30 dogs here at one time, and we're down to about 15. So, and this was a mild winter. We're talking mild year. In a harsh winter, you won't find any of them towards the end of the year. Their life expectancy is not more than a year on the street.
Despite our efforts, there are just not enough homes for the millions of unwanted animals being born. Unless we do something, the shelters will continue to be filled beyond capacity, and millions of dogs and cats will continue to be killed every year. But there is a solution.
These are perfectly healthy animals that are doomed. I am looking at an animal that will not be alive tomorrow. And you get the message. It is driven home to you about the sheer horror of what? The numbers, yes, but also our complacency. I really think that people, when they understand, if they could see what I do as I walk through those lines of cages, I really think that they would make the decision. Of course, we spay neuter. We don't bring the kittens, the puppies into the world to grow up like this. For starters, there really has to be a commitment to a spay-neuter program, which is actually a surgical program, and education. I think that we need a municipal commitment. Other cities do it. I think that we need to create the political constituency to make sure that the city responds to this terrible problem, which is not just an animal cruelty problem, it's a health problem. It's a people health problem as much as anything else.
It's a national problem, even an international problem. Every urban unit, even those not the size of this metropolis, have to deal with that. By and large, of course, it's due to people not being sufficiently responsible for either keeping their animals in a proper way or preventing them from having excessive numbers of offspring, not getting them spayed and neutered. So yes, it's an ongoing problem. We deal with it day by day.
If neutering would be instituted around the country, if more cities would underwrite neutering clinics and support neutering, I think we would not have to have so many shelters. It's birth control we're talking about. It's respect and birth control.
When people are told by the veterinarian to have their dogs spayed, many times they think it's just because we don't want to see overpopulation or because the vet wants to make money. Actually, spaying a dog is really important. If you spay a dog under a year or two of age, you can pretty much rule out that dog gets breast cancer, and mammary cancer is really common in older female dogs.
Think about the facts before you breed your dog. All of a sudden, all these people who wanted your dog while you were breeding it, they just disappear. And you're just left with all these unwanted puppies. So your choices are either to keep them, and who wants to keep 6 dogs in the house, or to bring it to the pound where they're going to probably be destroyed, or some people bring it out to the country and just let them free, or you sell them to research facilities. These are awful solutions.
I think a lot of people are also naturalists. I hear that also. I want my dog to be as natural as she would have been in the wild. But this isn't the wild. We've created a concrete jungle for them. They can't fend for themselves anymore. And it's our responsibility to protect them. I think it would help if the government would assist a lot of people in paying for the spays and the neutering. A lot of people really can't afford it. People who cannot afford it should be assisted by all means.
Most of us don't realize how many homeless animals are out there suffering in silence. And we can't even begin to fathom the enormous number of dogs and cats killed every year because there are just too many. 20 million dogs and cats are killed every year because no one wants them. That means 3 animals killed every 2 seconds. Now, can we really justify bringing more dogs and cats into the world when the reality for the majority of them is homelessness and premature death? Preventing unwanted animals, not killing them, is the only real solution. Public education about the dog and cat overpopulation crisis and the establishment of municipal spayed-neuter clinics will help tremendously. But in the end, it comes down to each and every one of us being responsible for the animals we've chosen to take into our lives. This is Aidan Quinn, hoping you have a better insight into the story of pets in America. Thank you.
Wow.